just to wrap up, I would take a bullet for you.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Where?
Right, ready?
There you go.
All right, the package.
The package, yeah.
So, Gene Hackman plays Sergeant Johnny Gallagher, tasked with transporting a dangerous prisoner, Tommy Lee Jones, from Europe back to the US. When the prisoner escapes, Gallagher discovers he's stumbled into a massive conspiracy involving rogue military officials planning to assassinate the Soviet leader during peace negotiations.
Yeah, that's pretty much the film.
Yep.
Yeah,
Done. Let's go.
Pretty much. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I think
First of all, it's very action light. So, apologies for choosing that because it's more of a thriller than an action. But because of some shooting, I'll still class it as an action movie, right?
yeah. Okay, you're gonna squeeze that in.
I'm gonna squeeze that in
there. Yeah, I think if it wasn't for Gene Hackman,
yeah.
I think and Tommy Lee, I think this would have been a pretty straight to video sort of. It wasn't the best in terms of the writing. I don't think. I mean, I'm not.
You don't think?
I don't think so. I think Gene Hackman has got gravitas. I think Tommy Lee, a younger Tommy Lee, you see how wild he is, you know what I mean? How he can play wild pretty well. He kind of reminds me of Josh Brolin a little bit, actually. Like a younger Josh Brolin, you know what I mean? Like there's a certain sort of edge to him that obviously I'm so used to him being old.
Yeah.
Like now, for this last sort of 30 years. To see him there where he's probably still in his like late 30s there, but there's
Gene Hackman, no, he was in his...
Tommy Lee.
Okay, he was probably 40s, I reckon.
Yeah, he seemed like he was in his late 30s, early 40s, you know what I mean? But there was a certain freshness about him.
Yeah.
You know, he's a little bit of a wild edge. I put my hands up. I haven't watched a lot of conspiracy movies to compare it to. You know what I mean? I've seen the Manchurian Candidate. I've seen that. You know what I mean? So a lot of conspiracy type stuff. I've seen more conspiracy dramas. You know what I mean? So watching it as like a conspiracy movie to compare it to others, I don't know whether it's up there or not. I'm just watching it from a point of view of like, was I entertained by it?
And were you?
Not massively. I think okay. I like Hackman. I like Hackman. He was bringing that sort of thing that he always brings in his movies. From, you know, that was reminded a little bit of what's that one that he did in the 70s? You know, where he's a copper, he's Popeye, and he's a copper, and
A French Connection.
French Connection, sort of that sort of edge to it, especially when he does a little car chase as well.
Yeah, and a little bit of the conversation as well.
Yeah, a little bit of conversation as well. So there's a little bit of that edge to it, sort of thing. But in terms of the setup and stuff, I think it's kind of, I don't know, it kind of. Yeah, it's like, does it want to be an action movie? Does it want to be like a conspiracy thriller?
I feel like it.
And the payoff was a little bit shit at the end. You know what I mean? Like
you think so? I think. See, we'll get to that, but I think it had to have elements of action in it because just to compete at the box office, to appeal to people. Otherwise, I don't think it would have worked as a straight up thriller.
It feels to me, I mean, I might be completely wrong, but it feels to me like it was written in the 70s for the 70s, and then it just got redone for like 1990 or whatever.
1989.
1989, and they had to chuck in a few like edgy bits to try and make it more palatable. But it feels like it could have been like a 70s thriller, like slow burner. You know what I mean?
No, I think it was written in the 80s.
Was it?
Because the guy who wrote it, I don't have his name here, but he was apparently an ex-Marine and he was a playwright as well.
How was he?
And then that's why they took it on. So Orion Pictures, there was a studio behind it, and at that time they were like making mid-budget thrillers like No Way Out, Someone to Watch Over Me, and obviously Silence of the Lambs in 1991.
That's a good one. They did well with that one. That's a great film.
And then they went bankrupt afterwards.
I used to remember Orion. They used to do the A-Team, didn't they?
No. That was, you're thinking about the logo.
Yeah,
but no, that's Stephen J. Cannell.
Oh,
yeah, you know when he was typing, and then he turns it to a C.
It's a C. It was the Orion.
Because it's the same thing with the Orion. It just goes around like that, and then he goes across.
I was thinking the A-Team. That's right. Excellent. But yeah, I don't know. As conspiracies go, like I think I worked out pretty early on.
Did you?
Yeah, pretty early
on.
Well,
the other guy was a patsy.
Yeah. So as soon as he finds out the guy wasn't saying who he was, sort of thing. He thought, oh, obviously this guy's come to try and do something. He's
I get that bit.
He's trying to shoot someone. And then they had the whole thing with the whole was it Gorbachev at the time?
Yeah.
Gorbachev and they're coming together. Whatever. Thought, he's going to try and assassinate one of them.
I
thought going to either kill the president or kill Gorbachev or whatever. So I thought that's what it is then. And then obviously within 20 minutes you meet the Nazis, don't you? Or whatever they are.
Yeah, but what I found was clever was I kept thinking, what was his name? Henry something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where does he come into it? Like this other guy that they bailed out.
Henry Leake or whatever his name is. Yeah.
It was like you've bailed him out, and it's just like you've bailed him out and you're telling him that he has to do this job going undercover for the Nazis and stuff. It's like, okay, but where is he going? What's the story? Like, is he gonna like be one of the assassins or stuff? And what I thought was really clever that no, they just used him as a patsy, because what I think is really good about that bit is that still holds today. You know, governments and shady officials using people as patsies.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, you could even look back on, I'm going to go into conspiracy theorist mode, certain things, events that have happened recently, or in the last 15, 20 years, like major events, you could even call them as patsies, where it just doesn't add up, where the guys who killed or bombed these places, it's like, how does it add up that these people have done it? And then you always hear stories about how CIA and FBI and like other factions have create these patsies where you have no choice but to do this thing.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really clever about it, where you had this guy, he was thinking he was doing something good, but they were just setting him up.
Yeah, no, I didn't really see it as deeply as that. That's an interesting take on it. I think I was just
that thread I thought was clever.
Yeah.
Once I saw the payoff with that, and when he gets shot and he's killed at the end, I thought, okay, that makes sense, because now they're going to set him up and say that he was the one that assassinated him, and then the cop killed him, and it's all, they're just going to tie it all up, and that's it. Case closed.
I mean, there's a lot of variables in there, a lot of spinning plates for get that to pull off. But I guess, like you say, that they've done it in history before, haven't they?
Yeah, so loads of times.
Think it's going to work, sort of thing. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, they want to make a show of it. I mean, you're going to try and assassinate this guy in front of this massive crowd and stuff like that. You have to time it perfectly for this guy to get out of the car.
Yeah.
It looked like he was getting out of the car at random.
Yeah.
Pick up the baby, sort of thing. So I didn't know whether that was all set up, and I didn't know how that was working. You know what I mean? Like, was that all pre-planned that he was going to get out of the car at that point?
Yeah, because they said that there's TV camera crews there, and it'd be good if he came out and did stuff, because there'd be locals and camera crews and make him look good as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it was just
so there's a lot of people involved in that conspiracy then.
Yeah, because
half the army were involved in it.
And it's not just the US army, it was the Russian army as well.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that I thought was clever, and the point that it was trying to make, which is war is good. No one wants to get rid of war. No one wants peace. Like, deep down, governments and militaries don't want peace, because it's a business, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, maybe they could explore that a bit more.
Yeah, and I guess that's what the issue is. When you got a 1 hour, 45-minute movie that's supposed to be more geared, it's more of an action thriller. You don't have the time to kind of delve deeper into the whys and the do's and don'ts and all that kind of shit. It's more of a piece of entertainment.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I was glad that they didn't kill off the guy with the tash, because I thought he was. I thought they were going to kill him off straight away.
That was my only thing. It was like, you know what, you can kill anyone else off, but don't kill him, because
But he survived. So maybe that's part of his contract. Probably thought, nah, don't kill me off. You know what I mean? I'll come there like, with my one arm.
I thought his character was good, and what I found, from the plot point of view, is like Gene Hackman's character. Like, for him to progress along the plot, let's introduce another military guy that's somewhere down the line, that they were mates, and he saved or something, and then this guy down the line is going to help him get out, escape.
Yeah.
So that's his job. But we have to, how do you get Gene Hackman to escape this place? Let's just introduce a character to help him get out there. What they're going to do, these guys coincidentally meet up again at this place that he gets under house arrest, and then this guy, and he hasn't seen him in years, but he's going to help him break out. Because if I haven't seen you in like however many years, and then we meet up, and then you say, you know what, Abz, you need to help me break out. It's like, mate, I don't know what the fuck are you doing.
Nothing to do with that. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. I'd see you for 18 years.
Yeah, exactly. Where were you? Where was my phone call? You didn't even send me a text.
But I think this is like army thing, doesn't it? You know, you're like your brothers to the end, aren't you?
Yeah.
In that army. Sort
Yeah, but we're supposed to be brothers to the end, isn't it? But if I haven't seen you in 10 years.
Yeah, no, but I think it's the army thing, isn't it? It's the army. Like, anytime I've seen these movies and stuff, and even there's movies and I've seen like documentaries about the brotherhood, especially in America. I don't know about the UK as much, but in America, that's this like Navy SEALs and stuff like that. It's like a brother, like they do it to the end. Like you're there for your brother throughout, whether you're in the army or not in the army. You know what I mean? So I can imagine that. Yeah, if your brother comes, you guys have fought on the battlefield and you've had other brothers die on the battlefield, and then he's coming to you years later and saying, "I need help." You just do it. You like.
Oh, okay.
It's just like that's what it is. That's how they do it. You know. That's how I watch a lot of ladies sort of. I was watching this thing called SEAL Team, which I really liked, which was it's very much pro military and all that stuff. But it's like every single episode when they do the missions, it's like a movie, and it does pay homage to like Navy SEALs and stuff. And they honestly the stuff they put themselves through. So you think, yeah, okay, I get it.
I can having been through what we've been through as brothers.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in years.
Yeah.
I knock on your door.
Yeah.
And like you've seen on TV that I'm wanted for murder, political murder.
Yeah.
So, bro.
What specifically are you asking me to do for you?
Help me escape.
Help you escape?
About knocked on your door. So I need your car and I need you to take me to some airfield or something.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, I'll probably do that. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I know you wouldn't do that for me, but I probably would do that. Yeah, because
now that you said that, I'll do that for you.
Because
shit, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Shit,
I mean, what am I gonna do? Turn you in?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't turn you. I mean, now that you said, shit.
Yeah, probably help you. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of killed.
I know, man. Because
made you reevaluate yourself, isn't it?
I know. Fuck. What would I do for you?
Made you reevaluate yourself. You'd probably call me a taxi, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So. Yeah, I'll pay a $5 towards you. You'll have to.
And then when the police come, he just broke in. He just broke in. Took my car, took the keys, and ran away.
That's what I'd do. I'd probably give you the keys to the car.
Yeah.
Or like a tour run or something.
I want to get in this anyway. I couldn't get in this car.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to escape. It took me like an hour to get out of the car. So low down.
Just imagine if this was like a real action movie. You getting in and out
so
of the
low
car.
down.
Hold on. Oh.
It's a nightmare getting out of this car, man. But I probably wouldn't use this one. So the tour run sounds lovely to me.
Yeah. All right. So just to wrap up, I would take a bullet for you.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Where? In the foot?
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
I mean, not in my cock or anything like that, because if I want...
Yeah, clearly, yeah.
But,
So, I don't know. Obviously, I've never been shot. Thank God, I never have been. But people say it's like if you survive, it's like a burning sensation. It's like something. You can imagine it's really hot, isn't it? You know what I mean? So it's almost like a hot rod being. It's like, where could you sort of take that level of pain? I think the foot is probably.
Yeah.
Survivable. You know what I mean? Anywhere from the torso upwards, that's the end of days. That is. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe the hand.
I'd be vexed though if I took a bullet for you, and then you run off.
Yeah.
I'd be vexed.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I owe you, innit? You took a bullet, man. I owe you, man. You know what I mean? Maybe like those sort of action films. No. Dive in there.
And then they die for their mate who they haven't seen in years.
Go on without me.
That's why I was like, I was glad that Dennis Farina's character, because he was another one. It's like, we did some tour however many years ago, and now you're my mate. Yeah, don't worry about it. I got you back.
Yeah, but that's friendship, isn't it? That's the brotherhood.
Yeah, but they don't call each other, innit? Like.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's the brotherhood, man. It's the brotherhood. It's like even if I don't see, it's like, I mean, these guys would have probably done NAM, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And NAM was a real generational thing, wasn't it, for a lot of these soldiers back in the day? And it was the most horrible conditions. And if you survive NAM with your brother, that's with you for the rest of your life, isn't it? You know, like our generation probably would have been Iraq or whatever. I don't
Well,
know.
we survived some clubbing nights.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You know, Helmand province or wherever it is. I don't know. But
We survived Hull.
but if you if you're getting shot at,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And both of you are in a foxhole together, and you both survive. And I would have thought there's some bonding experience there that goes way beyond anything else. You know what I mean? And even if you don't see each other for years, if he comes out and says, I need your help, it's like, okay, yeah, I can just imagine that's kind of how it is, really.
Yeah, you just have to say, don't forget Hull. Or
Yeah.
don't forget Brighton. And it's like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, you know what I mean. But that's how it goes. Yeah, so I think that the film it was okay, but like I said, I need to watch more conspiracy movies to sort of compare it to. But was I hooked in? I kind of felt like it was a 70s movie trying to be
But were you
updated.
hooked?
I wasn't massively hooked. No, I wasn't. I liked Gene Hackman. I liked Gene Hackman's performance, and I liked his chemistry with his ex-wife.
I liked her character.
Yeah, I like Pam Grier as well.
Pam Grier for like the 2 minutes that she was.
It's only like 4 years later she was doing Jackie Brown.
But don't forget, she was still Pam Grier at that point because she'd done Foxy Brown and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Pam Grier was. I just think they could have used her more.
Yeah, she was completely underused.
Yeah, completely. Like, even it's almost like it was unnecessary for someone of her level to just do that role. That could have been anyone's role, really.
Yeah, but maybe then that was the trick then to lure people in to think that she's got a bigger role and the shock factor that she dies straight away.
Maybe, but then I think to myself, was Pam Grier, because she wasn't Hollywood star, was she?
No.
She was like blaxploitation level. You know what I mean? She was like, if you know, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe it was her trying to like crack into that, and they thought, well, actually, the best part we can give you is this. And it's only when Tarantino turns up a few years later, and says, no, you're Pam Grier. I'm gonna give you like, the lead, the starring lead. And that's when it's like, oh right, this is what she can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I kind of feel like that role could have gone to anyone. Really, it wasn't impactful. The scenes was linking scenes, weren't they? They were just like,
That's
okay,
it. They were just
linking scenes. Like, I'm just gonna.
And that's what it is. A couple of these characters were just linking like scenes together.
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't
like I said, the other guy who was his mate, just his role was to help him escape.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
But they have to pretend that they're really good mates for him to do that.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then he just left him there in the car park with a dead body.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah. So it's like them sort of roles. It's just like, okay, we're just linking sort of roles, really. But I thought Pam Grier she could have done a lot more. But we know Pam Grier because her days as Foxy Brown and Jackie Brown and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like, I know she's a great actor.
But I think in terms of like female roles, this was a good one for Joanne Cassidy.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, it was. There was no like get your breasts out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she was in a position of authority.
Yeah.
She's pretty integral to the plot.
Yeah, and it wasn't like she was relying on the male character.
Yeah, she wasn't. And she
doing
fought back as well. Pulled a gun out. I mean, she can run in stilettos, which is like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? She ran really well in stilettos, and she was like shooting back at the guys and stuff. Yeah. And she protecting the kids. I thought it was a good role for her. And she and the chemistry between her and what's his face, Gene Hackman was believable.
Yeah.
Like when they were in that car journey and stuff, and he was like, yeah, you can tell they had a relationship, they were married, sort of thing. It wasn't forced. And you can imagine that Gene Hackman would have been a bit of a dick as well to be married to. You know what I mean?
To be fair, whenever you see Gene Hackman, you think, he could have been a bit of a dick.
Yeah, like
apparently he was a bit of a dick on the. He was tough on directors.
Yeah, I bet he was. Yeah, because he's old school, isn't he? You know what I mean?
He didn't get along with him and Tommy Lee Jones. Didn't get along.
Didn't they?
Apparently there was tension because Gene wanted to he'd cross off lines because he wanted to make the dialogue sparse, and Tommy Lee Jones wanted the lines in.
All right.
So Tommy Lee Jones complained to the producer saying he's taking food off the table for my kids. And then apparently even on the last day of shooting, they never said goodbye to each other.
Well,
that's what the director said in a podcast recently.
I do think the Tommy Lee's character could have had a better ending than just getting shot.
Yeah, I did think that
he was
all
that build up, and then the mate was open the door, shoot, and it's just like I get it, yeah, no, a bullet just kills you like that, But I just kind of thought, especially that was like late 80s, early 90s.
Late 80s,
they usually, the bad guy usually gets a bit of a send off.
Yeah, well, it has a little bit of a dialogue.
Yeah, like either a bit of dialogue or a bit of a fight. He gets in there and obviously maybe because
maybe they
can't fight no more because he's old.
Yeah, but maybe they wanted to keep it as real as possible and
maybe, but it just felt a little bit because it's like there's a lot of things that had to go right for him. Like so, he's been handcuffed to that. It's like, why did you keep him alive? Like, for all this time
See,
you're
th- yeah,
trying to kill him.
yeah. So this is.
And now you take him to this house.
Yeah.
And then you gotta give him some food. It's like, why didn't you just shoot him in the head then? Like, I don't get that bit. So what was the plan there?
I think.
So then, he gets the cuffs off, and it's all a bit too.
I thought it was a
convenient.
bit stupid. It's like it felt like they wrote themselves into a corner. How do they get out of it? Okay, let's put him in the house to get him from the house to the point. But then they had that piece of dialogue. I think he says, we're gonna make it look like you were part of this. So when it was all said and done, they were gonna burn the house down and have him in there, burn himself down. So it's basically like, I think they're implying that it's going to look like he's committed suicide after he was part of that.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit of a stretch, really.
Yeah, but I mean, most action films are stretch.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit. I thought they could just shoot him in the head and get rid of him, and he goes missing. Like, that's it. You just forget about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, maybe they thought let's pin it on him. And make it like he's part of the conspiracy.
Or have him as a backup plan if anything else goes wrong, then they can pin it on.
Yeah, and then obviously you only get one soldier. My guy, I don't know what his name is. The black actor, he comes in.
The black actor
to do it. Yeah, But I don't know what his name is. But he's just like, why would you
let one person? You should have
like,
two people.
You've been chasing this guy all around, and then you just it's felt a little bit weak. And like, in movies they always get knocked out so quickly. Like in real life, you just get a sore head, don't you? It's just like man, what you hitting me? You know what I mean?
What would you do that for?
But in all these movies, especially action movies, it's like one punch, knocked out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like even when he's in the bathroom and Matey Boy hits him in the back of the head, he's like knocked out. And then he comes to. It's like
it's always with the butt of a gun in it.
Yeah, it's just like.
And
it's just like in real life, it just hurts a lot.
Ow!
It's just like, unless you're Mike Tyson and you can really knock a man out. Like most people, it just hurts. You know what I mean? We'll have to do a few things where we watch films and say what are the easiest sort of. I think it's probably what's his name? Seagal. Like
fuck Seagal.
Like there's like a meter between him and the guy. And the guy's knocked out. Or like sometimes he just flips them on their back, and then they're knocked out. It's like, how are you knocked out from getting flips on your back? We're like, what's going on, bro?
Do you know what the connection is between Seagal and this movie?
No.
So the director of this movie, Andrew Davis, talk about segue here. He directed Seagal in his first ever movie.
Oh, really?
So yeah, the way he came about was he was a cinematographer, and then he did documentaries, I think. And then he was making a breakdance movie, which kind of fell apart, and he got sacked from it. And then from off the back of that, someone saw I think it's Mike Medavoy from Orion Pictures saw some of the shots, and said this guy could direct action. Then hired him for the Chuck Norris film Code of Silence, and then that did well. And then he said, "Go and have a chat with Steven Seagal." And then Steven Seagal said to him, "I chose you for my first movie." And then he was like, "What?" And he goes, that was Steven Seagal being humble back in the day. So then he was like, "Okay, let's work on this." And then he changed the plot, and that was Above the Law that they created. That was that was a hit. And then off the back of that, he was supposed to do The Running Man, and he got fired a week into filming by the producers, because apparently, like, Running Man we'll get to at some point, but there's some shady shit that happened behind the scenes, and Schwarzenegger was not impressed that they fired him behind his back.
Really? Yeah.
But and then from that, then he did, I think it was The Package. But from The Package, his working relationship with Tommy Lee Jones was so good that he did Under Siege, which was another Seagal movie.
Really good film.
And then he did The Fugitive.
Yeah, so Under Siege was alright, actually.
Yeah, and The Fugitive, which
Fugitive, that's even better. That's even better.
But then if you look at it, all like The Fugitive and The Package, they're very similar in style, and they're both set in Chicago. And if you look at it, the camera style and shots and stuff, it's almost like The Package was like a dry run for him to pull off The Fugitive. Yeah, because even then, your Fugitive, it blends the action and the conspiracy and the thriller like perfectly. Yeah. And I think that maybe The Package didn't quite get it right, but he got it right with The Fugitive.
Yeah, you could probably look at it like that. I think Hackman, you probably need the Fugitive. You need more athletic people, don't you? And at the time, Harrison Ford is a bit more athletic, and Tommy Lee's pretty relentless.
Yeah.
But Hackman, he's just always old, isn't he?
Yeah,
Every time you see
for
movies,
ever
like,
since.
you know, even in the 70s, he always looks
Forget
old.
that. Even in the 60s, Bonnie and Clyde, he just
Yeah,
looks old.
he's always looks. He's just got that old look in him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're never going to see him running
With
around
that
like
receding hairline.
busting a sweat and jumping up off buildings and all that sort of stuff. So it was very grounded in that sense. But you kind of think, yeah, maybe that's where they were lacking in that heightened bit of like urgency. You know,
Yeah.
he just didn't have it. And then, like I said, at the end, it was all a bit convenient when he just takes the cuffs off and then goes looking around the building and goes, oh, he's going to be over there, and opens the door, shoot you dead, done.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought there'd be a bit of a fight, you know, bit of a few last words.
Yeah.
You know, something a little bit more actiony. I would have thought, like you probably would have now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you were remaking that movie, I mean, well, you probably wouldn't have it as a film. You probably have it as a mini series because they have had it like that.
I'd have it as a film. I'd pick film over miniseries any day of the week.
Yeah,
I'm a movie man, innit?
yeah, I know.
I would have Ben Affleck,
As the what?
Gene Hackman character.
Would you?
Yeah.
That's a bit. Why him?
I don't know, just that he was the first person I just thought of.
That's interesting. Why do you team him up with Matt Damon then?
Yeah,
Matt
you
Damon
could
as,
do.
You know what I mean?
Matt Damon as the Tommy Lee Jones character.
I mean, now but then he's probably done a bit of Bourne, isn't he? You know, you'd probably be.
But then it's believable then, because you've seen him as Bourne, you could believe that he could be an assassin.
Yeah. Bourne changed the game for him, didn't it? But
Actually, that's not a bad idea for a remake.
yeah. But the stakes have to be who they're trying to kill now, because the world's gone mad now. So, like, I don't know. You have to either create a made up thing.
Yeah.
About some peace act or whatever, or it's set in the future.
Yeah.
Actually, you could have it in the future.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, you think about it, half the shit that goes on today, it is militaries don't want to give up, and because military is a business, so anything is believable now.
Yeah, anything is, I guess so. But I guess you could have it, in the future where there's like some sort of thing that's going to create peace around the whole globe or whatever, and these guys are trying to.
Yeah, that was a bit far fetched. Was like, the Russians and the Americans decided that they were going to give up their nuclear weapons. It's like, fuck off, as if that's going to ever happen. But that was the gist of it, wasn't it?
Pretty much, that's pretty much, because they didn't want that to happen.
That was like a very Superman 4 thing. It was like, let's get rid of nuclear weapons, as if any fucking country is going to give up their nuclear weapon.
No one would. Yeah, no one would. Yeah. But I'd like to see. Well, I mean, they've got a movie coming out soon, haven't they?
Called The Rip.
Yeah, the coppers and doing some dodgy shit.
So they could do, or who else could you have?
Jason Statham.
Yeah, I knew it. You know what? I was thinking. I feel like there should be, at the end of every episode, we should where would we put Jason Statham? We just missed it with the double impact one. But I was thinking, if you had two Jason Stathams in
that could work. That could work.
Double impact.
Yeah, because you can have one with hair and one without hair.
Maybe.
But I mean, obviously he's getting on a bit now. But yeah, Jason Statham, you can put him in any sort of.
Actually, Jason Statham could have been the Tommy Lee Jones character.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's a good actor, but he's just
the assassin guy, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he'd have to be the assassin.
Yeah. But in terms of guy chasing him, it has to be someone of a similar sort of ilk that go after him.
Yeah.
I would say Will Smith, but he's kind of falling off for me a bit now.
Yeah. I mean, he's got his own demons that he needs to work with battle at the moment. But we haven't we've just been naming white actors.
Yeah, true. But Jamie Foxx was always up there. Obviously, my guy from The Wire.
Yeah, my guy, Idris.
Not Idris. Idris, he could always get a role, but the younger guy.
Oh, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
He's solid. He's solid in all of his stuff.
Yeah, fuck it. That's it, done. Michael B. Jordan for anything.
Yeah, he's solid. He can pull off anything, and he's solid. He's got that way about him.
Yeah.
And Idris is now the older statesman now, but he can be the older, more tired guy. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think the package 3 out of 5 for me. 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I think you're right. The problem with the package was that it came out in 1989, in the summer of 1989. Do you know what other films were out that summer in America?
No.
Batman.
The Batman with Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. You had Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Great film.
Lethal Weapon 2.
Oh, great film.
Do you know what I mean? So it's just that it had no kind of hope. It was made for $16 million.
Yeah.
and it made 10 million.
Yeah, you see, it's the thing. Gene Hackman can't compete in terms of action level with against.
But it should never have been released in the summer.
That's what I'm saying. That for me should have been a film like in the late 70s. You know what I mean?
But apparently it made back some money, because I remember it being, like, I saw the posters everywhere in video shops, and apparently that's where it made back its money, through video shops and on TV.
Yeah. I remember seeing an interview with Matt Damon saying about DVDs and videos. So you can do a film that wouldn't do that well,
but it'd make up the money in video.
Yeah, because that's how it works. But obviously you can't do that now. So.
Yeah.
That's
So
a film like that. For
and I
me,
think
Netflix or be a little miniseries. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because there was a lot of films that he made around that period, like Bat 2-1, The Package, Narrow Margin, and all that. They didn't really do that well at the cinema, but they did better on video and TV, cable TV, because I don't know, must have been his audience, like seeing him at home rather than at the cinema.
Yeah. I mean, Hackman, he's got gravitas. He can always pull off a good. I mean, he's obviously rest in peace, but he would, in his day, even though I know it's
he elevated every role that he did. He could elevate.
Yeah, I know it's like a white savior role, but I did like him in
Mississippi Burn.
Yeah, Mississippi Burn. You know
That's
what I mean?
classic. I don't. Yeah, we could look back on that and say, it's a white savior roles, but it's.
Yeah, but it's good though, isn't it? It's good. It's
Solid.
solid.
Let's just call it as a film.
It is, yeah. It's a solid film.
And for me, that film, I know we're going off on a tangent. At the end of the day, it did what it was supposed to do. I watched that film I was 14 years old, and then I went and I looked and I did my studying about civil rights movements, about Black history and American history and all that kind of stuff. So, in that respect, I'll give it its props all day long. If I didn't watch that film, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, it was solid. It's a solid piece of work, and he was solid in it as well.
He was brilliant.
And the excellent casting with William Dafoe, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's the straight-laced guy.
Oh, yeah, William Dafoe could be in The Package.
Yeah, he's intense, isn't he?
But he could play either role. He could play the elder statesman type character.
Yeah, he's intense.
Yeah.
But the only thing with The Package, like that character, like he hasn't really got any ideals. He's just a paid hitman. You know what I mean?
Who's Gene Hackman or
No, Tommy Lee.
I know, but Tommy Lee, the whole thing about it's about keeping the new world order. Well, actually, he says I get paid by everyone, so he has no morals.
That's the thing.
But at the same time, that's majority of what they call mercenaries. They don't have morals. They're there wherever their government or military or the Band of Brothers want them to.
This is my point though, because like if you, not to go too much into it, but like if you've got no morals, and you're there for the highest bidder, then surely you can just get paid off by the highest bidder. So if you get found and you say, well, I'm here to do a job. Well, if you pay me more money or whatever, then I'll stop to do this job. I'll do what you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's almost like for that character, for me, if it was done now, he has to really believe in what he's doing. For him to go through all of that, because it's like, why bother then? If you're just a mercenary, and Hackman catches up to you, and it's just like, well, actually, how much to? I mean, I haven't got the money, but I can get the money for you not to do this.
Yeah, but they have a different ideology. I think he believed in that ideology.
Maybe he did.
Because he was part of. Because if you remember, he says that he was part of that operation, whatever it was, in Iran.
Yeah.
And he was part of the shadow team that John Hurt character is as well. So John Hurt is the guy that's pulling all the strings behind the scenes. And Tommy
Home Alone guy.
Yeah, Home Alone guy. And he was part of that team.
He plays a good bad guy, actually.
Yeah, and he was part of that team because he says it when they were on the plane.
That wasn't that long after Home Alone, was it?
It was the year before Home Alone.
Yeah, before Home Alone. Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
We're talking about range, isn't it?
He pulled it off. I was convinced. I thought, this guy's nasty.
Yeah.
Home Alone, man, he can't even.
I thought he was nasty. Yeah. It's fucking shit bad, isn't it?
You know what I mean?
But then, like,
he's got a useless brother that just, for some reason, is just living with him. I don't get all that.
But like, forget that he was a bastard in Big. Remember Big?
Yeah, Big. Yeah, Big. He was.
He was a complete and utter bastard in that.
Yeah, Big. Yeah, that's a good film. The 80s. I like that. But no, I thought it was alright. 3 out of 5 for me.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't watch it again. But,
a good point actually. It's not.
It's not memorable, is it?
Yeah. It's just a solid, forgettable film.
Yeah. Of its time. You go on a Saturday night, watch it. Think, it was right.
Yeah, it's alright. What's next?
Yeah, move on.
What are we having for takeaway?
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
But then that's probably like a lot of films nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah. A lot of films these days, like streaming and all that, you don't really remember any of them. I think this one you'd remember more than I mean, if this was released today, it'd be straight on Netflix.
Yeah, it'd be a Netflix movie. Wouldn't it? It would be like,
and then it'd be forgettable.
What's that guy? I can't say his name. Egerton or whatever his name is.
Taron Egerton.
Yeah, it'd be like that, wouldn't it?
What's it called, that movie?
He's done that one with the plane.
Yeah, about the luggage.
Yeah, it's like a poor man's Die Hard.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah.
It's a poor man's Die Hard. It's like he's trying to be like Die Hard.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be like what Die Hard 2 should have been if it's set in the airport, but it's just like it's not great. It's not great. It's not great. Yeah, but yeah, no, solid.
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
Yeah, nice.
All good.